Hoy es nuestro final día en Santiago de Compostela y nos siento un poco tristes. Aunque no hagamos camino de Santiago aquí, pero camino de comida, pasamos tiempo muy felices. Cada día podremos comer comidas muchas ricas y el clima está mucho mejor que Inglaterra. Mañana tenemos que volver a Londres. Hey you, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today is our final day in Santiago de Compostela, and we are here in Mercado de Abastos. In fact, we are here every single day to savor the delicious food and also to say hi to the doggies in the market. Like this little cutie here, I thought he's a Jack Russell, but looking a bit more close up, he's not, because he has much more longer legs. He's a local Spanish breed, originally from the Andalusian wine-growing region. I didn't quite get the name of the breed, but his forefathers were originally bred to hunt down rats in the vineyards in Andalusia and the southern regions. Qué guapo un perrito, ¿no? Aww, quiere más doggy treats de mí. This market has been our happy place for the last few days. Well, we didn't intend to come back to Spain this year because of the cost and all that. But coincidentally, we happened to come across some cheap tickets to Santiago de Compostela. We've been to the Basque Country, to San Sebastian, but not to Galicia, so we thought, why not? And it's the best decision we've made. And this is also the shortest trip we've ever made to Spain, because we usually spend a minimum of a week in a city. We treat this as a recce to the Galician region, and we are very impressed. In fact, I'm thinking now of doing the Camino de Santiago in the near future. Perhaps not the long 500 miles Camino de Frances, but I'll choose the shortest route possible with a lot of stops in between for food and drinks. For a die-hard seafood lover, this market is a paradise, and I think we are almost on the first-name basis with this tia. Every morning we will come here to buy fresh oysters from her. Las ostras, look at her smiling and recognizing us on the spot. The first time we bought oysters from her, we just stood at the side of the stall eating the fresh oysters off the styrofoam boxes, and then we discovered that you can actually find, well, wine bars, one or two wine bars around where you could bring your oysters there and order the wine from them. Eventually, we found a fantastic wine bar who even provide us with this appropriate, very long fork to price the oysters off the shell. Top-notch service, top-notch wine. The service here in Vinoteca de Mercado is so amazing. In fact, the second time we've been here, the boys were asking me, are you going to have the same wine as yesterday, or would you like to try something new? Imagine that. It does get pretty busy sometimes, so, well, if the bar stools, or rather the bar tables, are taken up, you'll have to be a bit patient. We would hang around with our precious styrofoam box of oysters, just waiting for an available bar table. Often, if it's only one or two person at the table, they would offer to share their table with us, and that's a good way of making friends. While we are here in Santiago de Compostela, we drink strictly Galician wine, and why not, since Galicia has 5 major wine-growing regions, and let me get the pronunciation correct or as close as possible. You have Rias Baixas and also Ribeiro, Ribeira Sacra, Valdeorras, and Monterrey. You know what's great about this Vinoteca do Mercado? Well, there's no such thing as outside food is not allowed like you see in some places in Malaysia. We buy our jamon from the market stalls and even cheese, quesos, and we bring them to this Vinoteca to enjoy them with our glasses of wine. A ver, si no quieres comer en el mercado, hay muchos restaurantes buenísimos aquí. ¿Sabes que hay 17 restaurantes que tienen estrellas de Michelin en toda de Galicia? Y también hay 26 restaurantes en la lista de Michelin de Bib Gourmand. Pues puedes que elegir los más lujos de comida en Galicia o, como nosotros, para nosotros, muy contentas con comida simple en el mercado. Salud a mis amigos nuevos. Como nosotros, ellos hacen el camino de comida y vino y cerveza en Santiago de Compostela. ¿Crees que hay algún espacio en mi estómago para más comida? Creo que sí. Vamos. One final place to try out in Mercado de Abastos, and it's this place here. It's called OSTRERIA. We are only eyeing some clams, empanada, and what else? Oh yes, sardines. That's it. That will do us. And wrapping up our stay, our fantastic stay here in the city. Oh yes, we've eaten in this section of the market before. Do check out my previous vlog of Mercado de Abastos. I think I've 2 previous vlogs on this market. As I've said, my favorite place on earth at this moment in time. It's a much smaller version of La Boquera in Barcelona, but I like this one much more. When we first visited Barcelona in, I think it was 2013, we thought it has the best food in Spain, or maybe because that's the second city in Spain I've ever visited. And just, I guess it was 2 years before COVID, we went to San Sebastian to meet up with some friends there, and we fell in love with the place, with the food, and we thought it was the biz. And now today, in Santiago de Compostela, we fell in love all over again. feeling a tad emotional at the thought of leaving the city soon, but deep in my heart I know that we'll be coming back in the near future. Well, I certainly hope that you've enjoyed my vlogs on Santiago de Compostela. Hey, what's Mario doing here? Oh, never mind. I'm Gobble Guzzle and time for me to wrap up the series of vlogs on Santiago de Compostela in Galicia, Spain. And I'll see you again on my next vlog, and we'll be back in Malaysia. Until then, be kind always and spread the message of peace. Definitivamente esperamos que volver a España pronto. Jumpa lagi. Bye. Hasta el próximo vlog.